It was a day just like the one we have today. Snow cover, cold outside, January 22nd, 1973. The day that abortion became legal in our country, which left an indelible dark stain on the soul of an incredible stellar history of our nation. Since 1973, the conservative number of the amount of babies that have been aborted, the conservative number, 58 million. Incredible, sad number. There are many different ways to offer definition to this incredible thing called abortion and the 58 million babies that have died. But one of those ways that we can give some description and some reference to this tragedy is in this little pink sock. This is a baby sock for those who are sitting out at the ends. I'm holding a little pink sock of a baby girl that happens to be 4 months old. Now, it turns out to be several days ago, I went to visit a friend of mine who lives down in Murrayville. And we're just sitting around having coffee, some nice conversation. His daughter calls him. And she asked Dad if she could bring her 4-month-old daughter over to his house. She had a few things she had to do, and she was hoping that he would be able to babysit his granddaughter. And quickly he said yes. I couldn't wait for the daughter to bring her daughter over, because I said to him, oh great, we're going to watch your little granddaughter together. Well, in a couple minutes, Mom shows up and she drops off her little 4-month-old daughter, and then she went about her business. He and I are kind of just tag teaming, watching his little granddaughter. And it was a lot of fun. At one point, I put his little granddaughter, I have her in my hands, and she's looking at me, she's got this real big smile on her face. And then I lift her up, and I lower her down, and she started to laugh. And so I figured I'd try that again. So I lift her up and lower her down, and she laughs even more, and she laughs harder. I kept lifting her up and lowering her down, and she kept laughing and laughing harder and harder. And I thought to myself, that's the difference between a baby and an adult. You tell an adult a joke over and over again, they stop laughing, and they get aggravated. This little gal just kept laughing and laughing, and I thought, I could do this all night. I'm hoping that Mom doesn't show up. Wherever she went, hopefully it takes her hours and days before she returns. On one of those little trips, as I lifted the little gal up, her little sock fell off of her foot. And shortly after that, the other sock fell off her foot, this little sock right here. And then I went to put the sock back on her little foot, and then the other sock fell off, so I went to put the socks back on her feet. And I discovered, despite the fact, again, hopefully if you're sitting far, you can still see it. I discovered that this sock, which is really, really small, this sock turned out to be too big for her little feet. And I thought to myself, this is one of the definitions of what it means to have an abortion. Of the 58 million little ones who've been aborted, what this sock represents is 58 million little babies who never got a chance to wear this little sock. I said to the mom when she did return, I said to her, do you mind if I keep this sock for just a couple days? I need it on Sunday. Your daughter doesn't really seem to want to wear them anyway. So Mom said yes. I have to return this sock. I said, I'll return it in about 4 months. I think by then your daughter, her little feet would have grown to the point where this little sock just might fit. Let's watch this video to get an idea of what life really means. And what you're going to watch is your story, my story. This is our Genesis story for all of us, because we all started life in just the same way. There is a two-word suggestion at the end of that video, which I would have to say we should move it from suggestion to a command, and that is to choose life. For all adults, and it's really our job, especially voting age adults, since 1973, we have not done a very good job in eliminating legalized abortion in our country. Now, maybe we can never really eliminate legalized abortion, but what we perhaps have within our reach and our power is to assist those who are contemplating an abortion, to give them the support they need to bring that child to full blossom into this world and to assist them afterward. There could come a day if we work together that although abortion is still legal, if no one has an abortion, then legalized abortion is nothing more than an archaic law that no one ever refers to. Just a law in the books that we no longer use. Wouldn't that be something? To just eliminate abortion altogether. It is really incumbent upon not the children of mass this morning, but it's the adults that dictate what type of world we live in right now, right at this moment. This little pink sock, it represents 58 million babies who will never get a chance, who never got a chance to wear this little pink sock. We have to choose life. We have to make sure that each one of us as individuals are not concerned what my neighbor's doing. I got to make sure that what I'm doing is the right thing to have a fight and support against legalized abortion in our country. It's a black mark on our soul. This cute little sock. Hopefully, we will always choose life. Our Trial Life Center here in town does a fabulous job at assisting moms who have contemplating abortion to offer them support prior to and then after they have their child, to make sure that they are given the support they need to raise that child. What an incredible idea. If we can't end legalized abortion, maybe we can end abortions altogether and make sure that in the future, every woman that gets pregnant will carry her child a full life. So this pink sock will be placed on the foot of her little child. As long as always, from this day forward, we choose life rather than choosing death.